We can see that a lot of people, this bar is really high here.
Coffee reminds me of Swedish fish. Tasty.
Let's roast another brand new coffee using Path Intelligence to find a starting profile. We've selected a yellow honey processed coffee from Costa Rica. This is an SL28 from Sarah San Luis Farm. This is one of those high-end, boutique, very specialty special coffees. I love the idea of using Path Intelligence for it because this is not a coffee that you want to waste trying to dial in a new profile and trying a lot of stuff that maybe doesn't work so well. If I'm thinking about adding a coffee like this for my menu, I'm thinking about highlighting origin flavors, doing something really light and kind of origin forward and processing forward. And this would be a great coffee for your pour over menu, your manual brew bar, or maybe to highlight as kind of like a Roaster's Select or a Roaster's Reserve series. So I'm going to select Costa Rica as the origin. And under processing method, I'm going to go to honey with a subsection of yellow. This is a yellow honey coffee. And I click evaluate. Path Intelligence is going to look for thousands of different roast profiles with similar origin information, and then show me drop temperatures that have been customized for this roaster. We can see that a lot of people, this bar is really high here for this 391 drop temperature. So I'm gonna go with that. I select it and Path Intelligence shows me a profile right away that we can use. I'm actually gonna save this to our Path library. Having this tool to have a better starting point for a coffee that is maybe kind of expensive or feels really special is really, really helpful. So I'm gonna save this to our Path library and ask Bryant to come in and roast it.
Hey friends, back at the roaster. I have this coffee from Costa Rica in my Path library that Lauren has challenged me to roast. Let's dive into it. Coming up to my charge temp, get coffee in the hopper here. 3, 2, 1. I'm noticing that the time through dry phase and the time through the mid phase of the roast is what I tend to expect when I'm roasting a honey process or a natural process. Starting to hit max rate of rise, and our trajectory towards our 4-minute and 50-second goal for green to yellow at 313 degrees is looking pretty on track. Let's go and get a little color change. There it is. Reminds me of a French fry. This is cool. Rate of rise is starting to trend on this graph in the mid phase. Kind of neat. Coffee reminds me of Swedish fish. Tasty. Oh, one outlier, another outlier. All right, we're getting it rolling first crack. Cool. Same time target, which is very awesome. Temperature happened a little lower, but still, it got me to my goal with this path. So I'm happy where this is heading. We're still staying in line with where we want our drop temperature of 390 to be. We have another 12 degrees to go here. 7 degrees per minute. I might be a degree or so under. I'm happy with that. Maybe we'll let it go further. Follow our nose. The expected first crack was around 381 and 390 was my goal. That's a 9-degree difference. And right now, first crack was at 375 and I'm at 384, also a 9-degree difference. I think I'm gonna go with my gut on that one, take the difference after first crack and get this coffee out. But it really does, it smells like cooked orange, kind of like an almond pastry. Very fun. Cool. We'll see you on the cupping table and see how it tastes tomorrow.
Wrapping up the cupping here on this Costa Rica, we're really happy with a lot of characteristics of this coffee. We both got a lot of great floral honey, nice citrus flavors, key lime, Meyer lemon. The cup got green and crisp, like a really young, like white wine or a matcha tea. The varietal here, the SL28, is bringing some of those kind of Eastern African characteristics to the cup, which we really enjoy. If we were to do a second pass here, I think we would elongate the profile slightly, maybe 15 seconds, plus 1 or 2 degrees in development to round out some of the acidity in the cup and bring a little bit more sweetness and balance. Overall, it's a really nice, very pretty coffee that would do really well as a pour over or single origin kind of highlight. Thanks for following along and let us know what you think.